The first question is, are you a Jedi? Thank you all for your support, friends/practitioners. I read every one of your comments and appreciate the likes and the clicking on the subscribe button. To this day, it really does keep me enthusiastic about creating these videos. And if no one has told you this today, it is illogical to take anything in this life personally. And you deserve unconditional love. And your true nature is at peace. And life can be just a process of realizing this more and more fully in each moment. I would love to do more of these types of videos in the future, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. So let's have a look at some questions. Can you address falling asleep during meditation? Most days I have to wake up really early and I often doze off. Thanks for your advice, by the way. So often practical answers are overlooked in meditation instructions, but they're the answers that will have the most dramatic benefit. If you are feeling sleepy during meditation, it's probably a good idea to check your bedtime. Just in general, it's healthy to have a routine and to get adequate sleep. But you could also try meditating at a different time of the day, or try walking meditation, then you for sure won't fall asleep. I just finished a book by Jack Kornfield, where he described how his meditation teacher had him sit on the edge of a well. Personally, this seems too dangerous, at least for me, but just as with walking meditation, sitting up straight might help as well. However, I think the most interesting answer is you can practice in and out of sleep. You can find a place where your awareness is effortless, but remains stable enough to maintain it throughout the sensation of waking life and its dissolution. Mingyur Rinpoche speaks about this practice being a convenient solution. See if you can set yourself up and begin to notice that heaviness and dreaminess are still qualities known to awareness. This is a really fun way to practice. Third question. Hi Sonam. Hey. Very random question, but I feel like it's one of the biggest things I struggle with while meditating. Anytime I focus on the breath, or even think about the breath, I get thrown into manual breathing mode. Still, after months of using the Waking Up app, can I get past this? I struggle with this one too, and I have two answers at the moment, and honestly I'm not sure if they're right. I just think they are different and easier ways to deal with it. First one. Sure, you can persevere with it, but why not just be mindful of another object until you've developed enough concentration skills for breath meditation to be easy? For me, sound meditation was always the easiest object for me to hook on to with my awareness, without the sense of my will controlling it. You can do the exact same awareness training on any object. Many people struggle to meditate on their breath for different reasons, but if you look into traditional meditation teaching, you'll see that breath is just one of many objects to be meditated upon. But in modern and especially Western meditation teachings, the teachings have been diluted and often only meditation on the breath remains. Once your mindfulness has developed through practice, it will be easier to approach the breath more calmly and in a way that is less attached, even if you would struggle. And if that doesn't work for you, I would suggest as a practice for when you're meditating on the breath, try just not worrying about the manual feeling. Be aware of the sensations. Become intimately aware of the physical sensations of the breath, because those are what you want to tune into being with. And this is also where you may stumble into the freedom from concern of the idea that you're in control of anything. Fall or let go into presence with the sensations, even if it's just for short moments. Rinse and repeat and you won't have a problem for much longer. And if no one's ever told you before, because this instruction is mostly skipped, you can meditate on any part of your breath. Your stomach or chest rising, the winding of your back, air at the tip of the nose or at the back of your throat. Well, you get it. Question 4. I keep my sessions to 1 to 1.5 hours, and the longest I've done so far was 2. Then my legs start killing me to the point I can't keep my focus. Though Sam Harris had a great meditation centered on physical pain on the app, I feel though I have to prep myself more before I venture on anything as lengthy as Vipassana. Not sure if it's the matter of getting my body more used to longer sessions, or I just need to go deeper in my mental training. So this meditation monster is crushing it, and they want to know how to avoid the physical discomfort that arises after or during longer meditation sessions. There are some traditions that would take this as an opportunity to start mindfully meeting the physical discomfort. The Tibetan traditions, however, routinely advise that you look after yourself. In my tradition, the longest suggestions I've seen for practice are 3 hours. Then it's advised that you peacefully rest the body and mind for at least an hour so that you don't become exhausted in these ways. Skill and nuance is being able to work out where the line is. You don't want to give in to every distraction or rely on the idealized perfect environment for practice. But obviously you don't need to hurt yourself or even mentally exhaust yourself either. Always ask yourself, what is the compassionate response? Because it's so easy for thoughts or ideas about meditation to get in the way. Some schools of meditation say you need effort, otherwise practice won't happen. I don't understand how these comments can be expressed, given the compassion, inspiration, and results I have in my own practice. If it hurts, see if a different posture works better for you. Or you could even make the practice more dynamic. Try to maintain awareness as you adjust. Or why not experiment with a walking meditation as a flow-on from sitting? This might be challenging, but it's also exciting. And if you do manage it, you'll be a very advanced meditator who is able to meditate through every moment of their life. In general, I think we should hope to rely on the least amount of conditions to practice and strive to be able to be dynamic. This way, eventually you won't need particular circumstances to practice awareness. You should be able to get up in between or have someone interrupt you, and this only support your practice. See that awareness can be quite quickly and simply accessible, and that it doesn't necessarily need to be a prolonged or magical effort. Finally, stretching also helps. Do 5 to 10 sun salutations each day for a month and see if that changes anything. Fifth and final question. Where did you get those clothes? Looking fresh. My partner made them, at least most of them. And my wardrobe is very small. I think I need to make a video on minimalism because I don't really identify with many of these seemingly radical things. My partner and I do, but we certainly do a lot of them and to the max. And without a doubt, a lot of these very practical manifestations are the reasons why we live such peaceful lives. Give this video a like if you want me to make more content like that, and I'll see what I can come up with. We practice meditation to be more peaceful, but sometimes I worry that it becomes only another skill to master. Mindfulness should transcend to every level and facet of our being, so that we are peaceful, compassionate, and intelligent in every aspect of our conduct towards ourselves and others. You can have an unceasing recognition of the awakened mind, but it is this dimension of continual, compassionate exploration that is said to be unending. So those are the questions I thought I'd answer today. Let me know if you have any other questions and I'll make sure to answer them in another video. Before I end this video, I just want to let you know that I have just started a Patreon account. The link will be in the description box below if you want to check that out. And again, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you next week.